Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Nightshade here, and we are going to have an absolute freaking fantastic time. And if you aren't, well, I don't know what to say. I was thinking I was going to lead into something really witty, but I just hit a wall. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be watching some IvD replays here, and up in the top left-hand corner here on Habitation Station. It is going to be from Clarity Gaming. It is Shew. Actually, I really like casting a lot of Shew stuff. I've done a lot before and in the past. But his opponent from IvD Gaming, ladies and gentlemen, and he's been really, really good. He's, of course, in Premier League WCS and playing in Sao Paulo right now, down in Brazil. Of course, at the casting of this, he's down there doing the Intel Extreme Masters. So, ladies and gentlemen, up in the top right-hand corner from Team IvD, it is Puck. Of course, you can check me out. My name is Nightshade, and I'm also a caster with Team IvD. Check us out, ivdgaming.com. And so it's going to be a lot of fun here. This is on Habitation Station. If you guys are wondering where this map came from, it's actually one of the winners from the Red Bull Gaming, or rather the Red Bull Battlegrounds map contest that was run a little while back. And so as a result of it being victorious, it did make its way into the map pool. So he is... it's a fun little map. Let's just go over it really, really quickly. Lots of little stuff that we can look at. Base is nice and big. Lots of expansive base. So as a Terran player, as a Protoss player, you're not going to have any problems finding a place to put your stuff. Natural is easily defended with a fairly wide ramp, but not crazy wide. And it's also very, very small. So it's, again, easy to defend. Photon Arbitrage works really good. Third base location, very easily defendable from the ramp of your base, so you can actually put units right here. Siege tanks, Colossus, whatever you'd like, and it will be able to defend both reasonably well. There is a watchtower in the center of the map right here. The main path through is actually right across it, so if you can hold it, you're in great shape. Gives you lots of advance warning. There is gold bases on this map, something I do like, 6 mineral passages apiece up here as well. Really quickly towards the play, what's going on? Shew is going to throw down a cybernetics core and double gases 2 workers on each, fairly standard opener as well. We can expect to see him switch on over towards attack path. This is PvP after all. Likewise, out of Puck is going to be 3 workers out of each, so he's going to something a little bit more gas heavy. We can expect to see a robo out of him, whereas Shew is likely to just go with like warp gates right off the get-go. I don't see him doing anything too crazy. Maybe go with blink, but okay, he's now increased his worker count up to 3. So again, both players can now choose what they want to go. Is it going to be 3-gate robo? They can 4-gate. They can go blink stalkers. They can go whichever way you want. Now it is going to be Stargate out of Shew, and it is going to be a Stargate out of Puck. So both players are going to go with each other's builds for the most part. Oracles are going to be anticipated. Void Rays are good, but not the current meta game right now. Oracle is pretty much favored due to the fact that they're exceedingly fast. So we'll see where this goes. It's going to be a lot of fun, to say the least. Okay, as we were talking about the map, lots of cool little things. Holding the watchtower does give us good vision. There is this Ultralisk that's staked on up here. There's lots of little doodads if you look around. It looks like a science experiment is going on up in Habitation Station. If you do look around the map, it's like somebody took a basically a space station, and then turned it into a habitat. That's why it's called Habitation Station. So it's kind of cool. And if you do look around, there's lots of little doodads you can look around on the map. Lots of nice little things. Lots of vegetation. Lots of pathing as well. There's also little ways you can get around the map. There's no real easy way to do anything. There's no expansions that are really good. One thing I would like to see is a watchtower in this location down here. Maybe even a gold base like right here as well that you can fight over. That'd be kind of fun. Something they could do with this dead space as opposed to just putting a ledge there. Again, as we do look, there's big crystals. Imagine if you could smash these down and get at them. That would be absolutely wonderful as well. Probe is going to take its long way around. This is to be as deceptive as humanly possible here. Shew is going to use this to throw down his pylon up on the high ground. Of course, you can warp on the low ground as well. But it's going to be very, very hard for Puck to detect. Puck, on the other hand, okay, so it's going to be Phoenix play out of both players. I stand corrected. And actually double Phoenix here. So Shew is going to have the advantage. Yep, okay. At least for the short time, he's going to have that one additional Phoenix, and I'm sure you can probably hear the train going by in the background. And I just got my window open, so there's some fresh air here in the Canadian Arctic, the Canadian winter. Oh, not the Arctic, but certainly feels like it some days. This winter does not seem to escape me. He does have a Phoenix of his own. Puck is going to be able to hold this, I think, without too much of a difficulty. But Shew is going to continue to commit to cranking them out, and it's going to be teleport successful. And as we do see, they are going to crank on out, and Now with the Mothership Core, a couple of Stalkers here, and a Phoenix. A couple of Phoenix for that matter. This is actually a very, very scary force, and Puck is going to be in a lot of trouble here, because realistically he doesn't have a whole lot to defend. He's got all his units up here and in the mineral lines trying to help to defend. He is going with the DTs, so Dark Trine's pretty darn good choice. Be able to give him, this is looking really a big problem here. Needs to get that Dark Shrine up and running. Needs to get some DTs into play ASAP. And in fact, that is exactly what's going to get worked on in here. And they are off to work. There is no detection just quite yet. An Oracle is in production. Oracles can detect some units, but these DTs are going to help things a great deal. But workers are getting slaughtered here in the mineral lines of Puck. And we do see Shew is just going to work. Phoenixes are in the skies here, but he doesn't need to worry about that too much because the Stalkers are just getting obliterated here by the DTs, saving the business. Mothership Core is also able to do whatever she wants. There's nothing really to counter any of these anti-air units. You can actually see she's trying to pick up as many of these workers as humanly possible here. And workers are getting out of dodge here to try and save them as much as they can. Keep them moving so they're not an easy target. A warp and cycle of Stalkers is going to help a great deal, but some of them are going to get picked on up. That's one of them, but a recall here is going to save the day, keep them together. Archon is going to get formed off those 2 units here, and Puck, for at least the time being, is stale in this game, but he has lost a lot of workers. Shew able to kill off 20 workers in total, so this is going to be a very, very hard thing for Puck to be able to counter, but he is going to send out what he's got, and he's got to make this work. Now, just for the record, the Archon cannot be picked up. It is a massive unit, and the Phoenix cannot pick up massive units, so this is going to be very, very tricky indeed. And indeed, Puck says, why can't you let me be clever? This is going to be very, very hard, but he does have a couple of Zealots. He's warping off of this forward pylon, if you are wondering, and he's going to push on up here. But there's no defense back here. There's just a handful of workers, so it's do or die time. Puck's going to make something happen here. Photon Arbitrage is going to go down here with that Mothership Core we saw earlier on. And again, a huge problem here because it's basically going to hold Puck back. Puck is a top-tier pro-level player. Likewise with Shew, though, so don't count him out at all. And both of them very evenly matched, as I'm sure you can see in this particular game. This is going to force Puck all the way back to his side of the map. He's going to retreat all the way back. These Phoenix are heading back as well, seeing if they can catch themselves a couple additional workers here. Chrono boosting out the workers, though, but he's going to pull them right off the line, so they're not easy food. But that being said, the Phoenix are very, very fast, and they're going to be able to catch a couple more of them. It looks like they're able to kill off, I think it was about another 4 of them. Oh my gosh, 25. So he was able to kill off 5 more workers in total. Puck in a lot of trouble. Again, resaturating all of his... at least one of the gas and his mineral packs, is trying to divvy up his workers, so at least has some kind of economy. But you can see down at the bottom of the screen, he's actually floating a bit of gas. I'd almost say pull off the gas workers and just get him back onto minerals until that's back up in a little bit. Chrono boosting out the additional workers to try and get his economy back up and running. He does have a good couple of forces here, but this again is very, very close game. Now he's bringing in a sentry here. This is a very smart play, and the reason why he's brought in a sentry is it's gas heavy, not mineral heavy. He needs the minerals so that he can continue on. Now Probe is going to head on out here. It's going to get killed very quickly here, so it's very unfortunate, a very unfortunate loss indeed. The sentry is so that he can force field this ramp. It's a cheap unit mineral wise, gas heavy unit though otherwise, but it is something he can use defensively to hold himself together here. And he's going to have to continue to be defensive here because there's actually 2 squads of Phoenix. There's 4 down here. 2 Oracles that are heading into the mineral lines here. And oh no, this is not what you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. This is disastrous indeed. Oh, this is just so, so horrible. But the Phoenix and the Oracles actually are completely thwarted. And oh gosh, now the workers are starting to get killed off here by the Oracles, and but the Stalkers are going to repel them. They're not able to get the workers they're looking for. Unbelievable control out of Puck here, even separating up with the sentries as well, so keeping the Phoenix behind as well. And you can see actually the worker count starting to climb back on out past 10. It's now up to 16 workers now for Puck. Thank goodness indeed, and it's going to be very, very hard, but he's still staying into this game. He's playing unbelievably defensive. He's got to hold it together here. Can he make something happen, or is he going to have to tap out and GG soon? We're not sure. It can go any which way, But these oracles and the superior forces of Shew, I mean, we take a look at the army supply. It's 48 to 28 in his favor. He's been playing an unbelievably flawless game so far. Puck as well, but just unable to really do anything after losing so many workers in the early game there. Even with the DT Shrine, it just came in too late, and he just lost so many workers to the Phoenix, the Mothership Core, as well as the Stalkers in the early game of Shew. But there is a little bit of a poke and a prod here. As you can see that Puck doesn't really want to leave his workers unattended, and that's a smart thing indeed. He's got himself a good batch of sentries here as well, but we do notice that there's photon, or rather the big freaking laser beams is being researched here for Colossus tech, and I wouldn't be surprised if we have a Colossus in production. Indeed we do. It will pop in just a second here, and this 2-base economy of Shew is just looking so good. But Puck has expanded out himself, and he's going to push out onto the map as fast as he can. But the Stalkers are going to be left behind here. They're going to take care of at least one. Well, they're going to at least dissuade these Phoenix from continuing to engage. There is a dark DT actually just over here as well to help out with any kind of melee attacks on the ground. But this is very scary indeed, and it looks like Puck is going to have to make a miracle happen. He's got himself Colossus, so force fields are going to be useless. You can see Colossus can walk right through them and breaks down the force fields very easily. And, yeah, you can see not something he's going to be able to win. GG is going to do it. And unfortunately, despite Puck's brilliant hold, is not going to be able to take this game. Shew with an absolutely perfectly well-played early aggression and follow-up into the mid-game is going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Shew is victorious with a big GG out of Puck. Ladies and gentlemen, please check out Puck at ivdgaming.com as well as ivdgaming.tv. And also, you can check out our sponsors. Please do so. There are MSI, CM Storm, and Natwerk Technic. Check them out. Let them know that you love the fact that they support esports, and we love them. They're great. They're great sponsors. Keep us in business. My name is Nightshade. Hope you have an absolutely fabulous time checking out these replays, and also check us out on YouTube on, sorry, I stand corrected. It is, of course, IvD TV. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.